All right, we are back. Main card UFC 222 going down right now. Ketlen Vieira making her walkout, looking extremely confident as she takes on Kat Zingano, who we haven't seen in a long time. She hasn't competed since 2016. Ketlen Vieira definitely on a bit of a heater right now. So the potential is there for Vieira, as she's a dangerous opponent for Kat Zingano. And she's the real deal. Andre Pedernera's trained. She's a solid 9-0, undefeated, never tasted defeat. Recently, most submitted Sarah McMahon. I mean, to be able to do that, pretty spectacular. Like DC said, an Olympic silver medalist. But Kat is a very dangerous opponent who's extremely experienced, versatile, and I think brings a lot of wisdom to the octagon. 9-2. She lost to Juliana Pena via decision. Prior to that, she lost to Ronda via submission. That was a quick fight. But prior to that, she defeated Tate and defeated Amanda Nunes. Finished Amanda Nunes. That is no easy task for anyone. Pardon me. So it'll be interesting. Ketlen Vieira, third longest win streak in UFC women's bantamweight history. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Judo black belt. Ketlen Vieira brings a legit ground game to the cage. And as well, her takedown and takedown defense, both very good. So I'm really excited to see how Kat Zingano responds after being away for the sport for so long. 2 years is a really long time, in addition to Kat Zingano coming off 2 losses. And here she comes. The ultra-confident Kat Zingano. Representing Alliance MMA, still number 6 on that ladder. I don't know how she held on to that spot after a 2-year absence. She said she prides herself on making opponents quit, but I don't know if she's going to make Ketlen Vieira quit, that's for sure. That's going to be a tough task. But with Kat coming off 2 losses, this is a must-win situation for her. The women typically don't have to worry about being cut, because especially at bantamweight, I mean, they're not deep divisions. So win, lose, or draw, Kat Zingano will compete again. Finished 8 of 9 wins, 5 knockouts, 3 subs. Her notable wins are Amanda Nunes, Miesha Tate, and Raquel Pennington. And hasn't fought in like 603 days. That's a long time. But they say ring rust is only real to those who believe it, so we'll find out. As well, let's look at Kat Zingano's age, 35. That's extremely advanced for a female fighter. 35 is old for a woman that's competing in MMA. They don't produce testosterone, but I have no doubt she has come to compete. Take a look at the tail of the tape. So, like I said, Kat 35, Ketlen Vieira just 26. So both with a reach of 68 inches, so no one will have any advantage there. Bruce Buffer will do the introductions now. Gotta love old Bruce. Kat Zingano with a cold, stone cold look in her eyes. But Ketlen Vieira looks unfazed. She's got that stocky Brazilian female build, that muscular, solid frame. Big shoulders. I don't know. USADA been around lately? No, I'm just kidding. Ketlen Vieira undefeated in the UFC. Coming in as the favorite. 9-0. And I think 5-0 in the UFC if I'm correct. Fighting out of Brazil, the number 5 ranked bantamweight contender in the world, welcoming Ketlen Vieira. She's got a little cheering section in the house, some Brazilian flags waving. Dr. John Doe, the reason why I'm not on my real channel is because I showed the fight. And my live stream is blocked for 90 days. So never mind with show the fight. I showed the fight for 10 seconds and I lost my live stream. Completely fucked me over. So if you want to chill, stay, word. If not, I can't do nothing about it. This is interesting. Kat Zingano, 10 years. Vieira's elder. New rules not in effect. Instant replay is there, but if it's used, they cannot continue the fight, as we seen earlier with Hector Lombard, but the judges got that right. So there's some tension in the air with these two women, that's for sure. All right, we are underway. Orthodox versus Orthodox. Vieira using a long her reach as a jab. Oh, Kat Zingano with a big overhand right. So that's a good start for Zingano, who misses with the plant leg kick. She's attempting some lead leg kicks. Another overhand. Vieira with the knee. Now they're both in the clinch. Vieira with an underhook. We'll see Kat Zingano look to probably dig an underhook herself and turn the fight around. They come off of the fence now. Kat Zingano looks really comfortable for having such a long break. So as the commentary team pointed out, Vieira, very strong physical specimen for a woman. Vieira tags Kat Zingano. Zingano misses with an overhand right. Vieira looks like she's just settling in now. A pretty good start for both fighters. Straight punches down the pipe. Vieira lands. So Zingano's little steam taken off her step. A quick start for her, but now has backed off a little bit as Vieira proving she isn't here to play. Again, back in the clinch. Kat Zingano misses with the knee. Lands a big knee to the body, but Vieira putting Kat Zingano against the fence. May look to change levels. Lands an elbow, and now they are on the break. Back to the center. 3:30 left in the first round. If there is any ring rust for Kat Zingano, it's gone now. Misses with the high kick. So John Anik said Zingano trains exclusively with men. But Joe Rogan made a really good point in that Zingano is keeping her chin really held high, and we see Vieira throwing some straight punches and looking to land. Big leg kick and nice takedown Zingano. But Vieira using the whizzer to get back to her feet. Beautiful job by Ketlen Vieira to get back up after, like I said, really hammering on that whizzer. So some explosiveness from Kat Zingano. Big body kick from Kat. Returns fire. Ketlen Vieira with an overhand right. Body kick for Kat Zingano. But throwing naked kicks. No setup with the hands. We'll see if that changes. Big overhand by Kat Zingano. And a counter left for Vieira as well. So both women landing some nice significant strikes here. Vieira down the pipe with the 1-2. Kat changing stances. Big body kick. Zingano's got to get off the fence here, because Vieira's going to change levels and take her down. So Vieira with an underhook. Lands a knee. Controlling the wrist of Kat Zingano. Looks for a trip and she can't land. Vieira misses with a big swing. So Zingano not really able to find her footing here, switching stances, but does get an underhook and can't get the body lock. Another big knee by Kat Zingano. Another knee. So it looks like the clinch is an area where Kat Zingano is doing a great job, and where she may want to go again. I think she looks like the stronger fighter there. Misses with the overhand. Back to the clinch. Zingano with the whizzer lands a beautiful knee. Vieira returns fire. Both women landing knees. Big takedown. Ketlen Vieira on top, and can probably move to mount from here if she can clear the knee. It's only going to be about maybe 2 steps, and she's going to be completely dominating on top and mounting or taking the back. Kat Zingano has her arm wrapped around the back of Vieira's head, so if she pops her head out the back door, it's going to be bad news. And she is almost to the mount. So really good guard passing ability and transition for Ketlen Vieira, who's moving to mount. She's very, very close. So good job by Kat Zingano to hip out. She's got her knee in play. She's got her left leg fully in play now and may be able to get back to at least to half guard. But Vieira looks to slice right through, steps across. This is a bad spot for Zingano. She's on her side. So if Caitlin Vieira moves to her left, she could probably pass right into side control. So some time to work for, 10 seconds. The 10-second clapper has gone. But Caitlin Vieira, I think the most significant component and part to this round was definitely the takedown and then the top control. So I'm giving the round to Caitlin Vieira based off the takedown in the top game. So Kat landing a nice overhand right and a big body kick. And then again, so Kat Zingano got under a right hand but wasn't able to do anything with it. But it was the trip, an outside trip by Vieira, that did the most damage. Joe Rogan just said the exact same thing that I said. The most significant part of round one was definitely the takedown. If you're in the chat, don't be scared to say hi. I'm more than happy to shout you out. I'm sorry I can't show the fights. Last time I did that, my whole stream got shut down for 90 days. That's why I'm on this channel with 30 subscribers. So Zingano really in a spot where she must win this round. She doesn't want to go down. She doesn't want to be in the hole 2 rounds against Caitlin Vieira. Not coming in on a 2-fight slide. I cannot wait for Frankie Edgar, Brian Ortega. That is going to be a hell of a fight. All right, here we go. Round 2 underway. Will Kat Zingano pick up the pace here? Really awkward striking. Kat Zingano with some big body kicks. Unfazed by Vieira, who lands a lead left hook. Kat Zingano missing with some wild shots. I don't like the technique of Kat Zingano, who does get to the inside. Oh, beautiful throw. And right to mount by Caitlin Vieira. Wow. Phenomenal. Right to mount. And now she's raining down the ground and pound. Kat's going to give up her back, or Vieira's going to take complete top control and smash her. So this is a really bad spot for Kat Zingano, as Caitlin Vieira, both knees are clear, and Kat has absolutely nowhere to go. She's on her side once again, which we've seen a little bit of in the first round. So I think Vieira is either going to move right to the back, or she's going to flatten Kat out and just pound away. What up, Matthew? How are you, playa? Good to see you, man. So Vieira's just got to take her time, because she has almost 4 minutes to work here. She can finish this fight easily from this spot. But Kat Zingano has started to climb on those legs and will probably try to get to half guard from here. But as long as Caitlin Vieira utilizes good top pressure from top position, she should be able to work either back to mount or take the back. So it's the left leg, and Kat Zingano hips out. Beautiful job. Kat Zingano misses with the up kick. Really nice guard play by Kat Zingano, who looked like she was in deep trouble, but her jiu-jitsu reigned supreme there. So Vieira may look to pass here. Some good jiu-jitsu and guard play going on from Kat, who's throwing the up kicks. Really dangerous with those legs. Right back to butterfly guard. Vieira now in the full guard of Kat Zingano. Pardon me, they're not in full guard. It's an open guard. Kat has one butterfly hook and her right leg around. Now, Caitlin Vieira passing to half guard. Now she'll probably look for some head and arm control. She has an underhook. This is a good position. This is where you'll see Khabib Nurmagomedov smash somebody's face in from half guard. It's where a fighter is safest. You can't really, there's not a lot of sweeps that are really high percentage from here. They are there. But against the Caitlin Vieira, I don't know. So I think half guard is a good spot for her to do some damage. And Vieira has an underhook, which is really nice for the positional battle. So we may see Caitlin Vieira look to slide her left leg through and slice and get to pass. But Kat Zingano's hips are working. She's looking for a Kimura. So Vieira very close to passing into side control. But Kat Zingano doing a good job getting her hips and legs back into play. So we might see Vieira work some ground and pound from this position. She should start to hit Kat Zingano, and I think that might open up opportunity to slide that leg through. Really nice high technical jiu-jitsu here from both women. Kat Zingano hips out again and stops Ketlen Vieira from passing to side control. Oh, nice. Well, okay, so you got Kat, who has 2 butterfly hooks. Sorry, but it's in full butterfly guard. Kat has 1 underhook. She can sweep from this position, but it's going to be tough. So Ketlen Vieira, there's a number of passes that she can execute here that aren't too technical, that she could probably get past the left knee of Kat Zingano. So Vieira doing some damage, but I'm thoroughly impressed with the job that Kat Zingano has done off her back. She's really stopped Vieira from landing any real significant punches and getting to a really dominant position. As far as jiu-jitsu goes, I think Zingano did a good job from bottom. I'm still giving the round of Ketlen, but like I said, Kat held her own on the bottom. She looks like she's threatening a Kimura, but I think that you're not going to finish from that position. It might be just to clear some space so she can hip out and maybe get back to guard. But the round definitely belongs to Vieira, who lands a big left hand. So we got under 20 ticks left in round 2. Ketlen Vieira's fights thus far. So Kat with some other up kicks. Vieira lands a nice kick to the legs, blasting away. Nice kick by Zingano. Ketlen Vieira sprawls out those hips and stuffs the takedown of Kat Zingano. That's it for round 2, folks. Let me know in the chat who you think's winning the fight. I think Ketlen Vieira's got 2 rounds in the bag. So beautiful whizzer to use her hips and then throw Kat Zingano. It was actually a takedown initiated by Kat, but the momentum was shifted through Ketlen Vieira's beautiful technique off the whizzer. That was really high-level stuff in a beautiful takedown. Subsequently, getting to top position, and even though she didn't do as much damage as she could, she still got to top and she stayed there. Matthew says, has O'Malley kid fought yet? No, he's up next. I'm really, really interested in that fight, man. I want to see if he's the real deal. This is going to be a really big test for him. I want to get him on my show. Sean O'Malley, he'd be a great guest. He's full of personality. He's, like they said earlier, he's got that it factor. There's just something about that guy. He's like this long, wiry dude. He's like super tough. I don't know. He's somebody that you want to watch. Big high kick by Kat Zingano, followed up with a punch. Both women trading in the pocket. Great start to the third round. Pardon me. Kat landing some shots. She knows she has to come out with a sense of urgency now. Oh, Ketlen Vieira lands a nice jab. Kat goes back to the clinch and is taken down. Ketlen Vieira very easily takes Kat down, who is pinned against the fence in side control. So Kat's either going to do 2 things. She's going to use the fence to get to her feet, or Ketlen Vieira's going to smash her face in the corner. We're going to find out. So they're saying that there might be some sort of injury for Kat Zingano. Ketlen Vieira trying to pin that arm down so she can pass those legs, but Kat doing a great job from bottom. So there was a check kick that caused some damage for Kat Zingano. We don't know exactly how bad it is, but Kat is on her back once again. Not a great place to be in round 3 when you're in the whole 2 rounds. So Ketlen passes clean. She is now in full side control, 1 underhook, probably secure head and arm control. Now, oh no, we're back to half guard. Kat Zingano got back to half guard. So again, it's very similar to what we seen in round 2. They're in half guard. It's a chess match, chest to chest. We'll see, can Ketlen Vieira slice and pass through, or will Kat Zingano get back to guard? If you don't like jiu-jitsu, this probably doesn't excite you too much. I enjoy it. So Vieira tried to buck and get past those legs, but very tough to do. Kat Zingano has a great guard game. So now Ketlen Vieira definitely winning this fight. Under 3 minutes left. Kat still on her back. She hasn't gotten up yet. So is this injury significant enough that she can't get to her feet and she's playing possum? Kat Zingano's tough and has a great poker face. So Vieira content to sit from top position, passes over the left leg. Now they're back to half guard. Ketlen Vieira can do some damage from here. Crowd not really liking it. They're starting to boo. Back to guard. This is really similar to what we've seen in round 2. And I think, excuse me, this is going to be probably how the fight plays out. Yeah, Joe Rogan is 100% correct. Kat's toughness is helping her maintain position and being in this fight, and some technical advantage. She's very good off her back, and she trips Vieira. She hits the trip, gets up, takes the back, and has now landed some uppercuts. Kat Zingano is back. $1:52 left, and she is on her feet throwing. What a turnaround. She's got a lot of work to do, but this is good news if you're in the corner of Kat Zingano, but she's got to do something now. There's less than 2 minutes left. She needs to work from space or do something significant, or she's going to lose this fight. Landing some big knees, holding on to the whizzer. So, yeah, there's obviously no injury for Kat Zingano, or she's fighting through it, one or the other, but she's hammering away from the clinch, but her back is against the cage and the clock is going down. Ketlen Vieira just looked at the clock. So there's just over 1 minute left, and I think Vieira's trying to stall the position to ride the timeout because she's really close to another UFC win, but anything can happen. Maybe Zingano can land a big bomb. So we're back and forth with some knees, and the referee splits them up. I don't think that needed to be split up. Personally, both women were working. That's silly. 40 seconds left. Good for Kat Zingano. She's got to go for broke and just chuck them. This is it. Big right hand. Kat Zingano just needs to go for broke. Throw as many significant strikes as you can and roll. Big high kick. Kat Zingano with some bombs. 23 seconds left. Zingano closing space. Big body kick. Kat Zingano continuing to push forward. Both women back to the clinch. Vieira with an underhook. Back against the fence. Kat Zingano landing some knees. Ketlen Vieira looks at the fence again. She's got 2 underhooks. The clock's going to run out. Big knee by Kat Zingano. Another knee by Kat, who has an underhook, and that is going to do it. I don't know, folks. I love the heart shown by Kat Zingano. Let's take a look at some of the numbers. So the significant strikes in round 1 were 20-16. Total strikes 21-22. Kat was 0 of 1 in the takedown. Vieira 1 of 1, but had a minute 16 of control time. Round 2, the significant strikes were 8-9. Again, the control time goes to Ketlen Vieira. Round 3, significant strikes 27-12. Total strikes 38-20. Control time again went to Kat Zingano, and Vieira 1 on 1 on the takedown. So the numbers definitely support that Ketlen won. Come on, Zingano, the raccoon says. Hey, man, I wouldn't mind seeing her get her hand raised. I think she did a fantastic job late in that fight. It's not an easy task, man. She came back. There was an injury. I'm really impressed. My shit just froze. All right. So Kat Zingano, 36 years old, coming off 2 losses. Hasn't been in the octagon for 2 years. So your fight statistics here, according to the UFC, and this are 20 body strikes 29-17 in favor of Kat. The head strikes were 29-45. Leg strikes 14-8 in favor of Kat. It was the control time. Ketlen Vieira 8 minutes and 15 seconds. So really with the jiu-jitsu was the significant and most impactful part of this fight. Kat couldn't do anything from bottom besides reclaim guard or get back to half guard, and she wasn't able to threaten with any submissions, and she was only able to get up once. So it's without question, in my opinion, that Ketlen Vieira wins this fight, unanimous decision. But Adelaide Bird is in the building, so you never know. It's a split decision. Okay, I'll Adelaide Bird not. Oh, oh! I thought they said Catlin. I thought they were saying Katsungano. So a split decision. Matthew Wiley. Wonder what O'Malley is going to call his strain if he gets knocked out. Yeah, no doubt. He's an advocate. He likes his green, that's for sure. But that's okay. Yeah, Joe Rogan's like I thought we almost got a terrifying scare with the scorecards. Me too. Like I don't see how anybody scored that fight for Kat. As much as I thought she won round 3, maybe longest active win streaks in UFC women's bantamweight history. Ketlin Vieira was 4. Amanda Nunes was 6. Raquel Pennington in third place with 4. Tied with Caitlin. Moves to 10-0. Ketlin Vieira undefeated. I don't know. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the fights or gals, whoever's here. If you enjoyed that fight. It was all right. Parts of it were exciting. I think Kat made it more exciting than Ketlin, but Ketlin did enough to win, that's for sure. More than enough, in my opinion. And she is having and enjoying an extremely long-winded post-fight speech in Brazilian. So paying a lot of respects to Kat, saying she's an amazing fighter. Again, it's going to replay that whizzer and the hip toss, which took Ketlin Vieira to side control and lands a nice elbow. So there were definitely some short shots from top position from Ketlin, which were pretty good. And she wants the mic back. Cut the mic! The dude in the ring next to Caitlin, her interpreter, has the weirdest haircut. So Vieira stating that she wants the belt, just like everybody else. Said she has a fractured rib and she deserves fight of the night. I highly doubt she's going to get that. But a classy in a victory and a obviously still undefeated 10-0. BJ Penn is in the place, throwing up his typical hand sign. Jeremy Stevens in the place. Lil Heathen, baby. That guy's a monster. I love Jeremy Stevens. Make sure to check out my real channel, which is linked below. Subscribe. That's the one that I use to upload all my good breakdowns, my interviews. I'm stuck on this stream because I'm shut down for showing 10 seconds of the fight and getting reported. That's why I'm here and only with 9 people. And I'm extremely grateful that you've joined me tonight. But subscribe to my real channel. I had a great interview with Cody Stamen. He won tonight against Brian Caraway. I think he moves into the top 10 automatically. He looked really good in rounds 2 and 3. The takedown defense was spectacular. So, if I'm not mistaken, Sugar Sean O'Malley should be next. But he does not have an easy fight, folks. He's got a really solid striker, Andre Sukunta, 12-5. I believe this is his UFC debut. And a great backstory to Andre. He came here with $2,500, his wife, and a car with no idea what was going to happen. And now he's in the UFC. Like, this is not a walkover fight for Sean O'Malley. It's not going to be an easy task. That's for sure. At least not in my opinion. The Asian sensation, Andre Sukunta. 12-5. They're throwing down in the bantamweight division. And O'Malley will have a 2-inch reach advantage. He has a 72-inch reach. Sukunta has a 70-inch reach. Both of these guys are long, lanky strikers. I think it's going to make for a very exciting fight, given both of their styles. And I think they definitely should have been on the main card. Although you could create an argument that Brian Caraway and Cody Stamen should have been on the main card. Hope you guys are enjoying the fights. Sugar Shane should be coming right up. Some of these breaks are extremely long. And then, of course, Stefan Struve versus Andrei Arlovsky. Oh, that fight might be next. Pardon me. I think we're going to see the Pitbull and the big dummy, Stefan Struve. That's what my buddy called him earlier. He phoned me and said, Kobe, is Andrei Arlovsky going to win this fight? And I said, I wouldn't put any money on Andrei Arlovsky's chin, that's for sure. And he said, I'm taking the big dummy. No disrespect to Stefan Struve. Just funny stuff. All right. Let's get this party started. Come on. The heavyweight tilt, I think, will be next. I think it's going to be Struve and Arlovsky. Man, these long breaks between fights are just grueling. Hope you guys are having a great night. Enjoying yourselves. It's the weekend. Hope everyone's having fun. Like I said, please subscribe to my real channel, which is linked below in the description section. That's where you'll find all the good stuff. Breakdowns, interviews, the whole kit and caboodle. Conor McGregor's on the screen right now. Where's that guy been? Just walks away from another world title. Like, yeah, I'm good. All right, here we go. I think it's the heavyweights. But don't quote me. Longest active win streaks. UFC lightweight division. Tony Ferguson, 10. Khabib Nurmagomedov, 8. Crazy. Khabib is undefeated. And Tony Ferguson has the longer win streak in the UFC right now at 10. I'm probably taking Tony Ferguson in that fight, truth be told. I'm going to be doing my breakdown this week. If Khabib walks through Tony Ferguson, that man is completely unbeatable. There is nobody out there that can even step to Khabib. I don't think Conor will fight him. I think it's a terrible matchup for Conor. I don't think he ever takes that fight. I think Conor is looking for the Nate Diaz trilogy, and the best way to get there was by walking away from that title. I know that sounds crazy, but I firmly believe that's what it is. He's giving up another belt. So it is the heavyweights next. Stefan Struve and Andrei Arlovsky. Number 10 versus number 12. I think both guys have seen better days. I don't know, but they're coming in both on wins, I believe. Andrei Arlovsky 26-15. But with Andrei Arlovsky, you have to wonder if this guy can take any more big shots. I don't think he can. Stefan Struve, the tallest dude ever stepped foot in the octagon, 32-9. Coming off a loss, though, he was defeated by Alexander Volkov, finished in round 3, a fight of the night performance. And this is the heavyweight division, right? You can lose 5 straight and still be ranked. It's just crazy. Daniel Cormier says, hurry up and get these big guys in the octagon. I agree, man. What's with all this waiting around? Let's go, Andre, Daniel says. He's got the Pitbull. I got Struve. So, Andrei Arlovsky has competed for 18 years. But the wear and tear on this guy's tires, man. I just can't bet on that chin. But that said, one shot and can change the game. Struve is a very awkward opponent to prepare for. You never know what you're going to get. They're showing highlights right now of the Pitbull against Tim Sylvia. Like, this stuff is so old. Looking at the original canvas, the Pitbull with the heavyweight belt wrapped around his waist, former UFC champion. He's rocking an Affliction shirt. Who remembers those things? He was a beast, man. Beating Travis Brown's ass. Andrei Arlovsky was a lot of fun to watch in his prime. A lot of fun. The fangs, big right hand. The Pitbull, baby. Maybe he turns back the clock tonight. I don't know, Daniel. I don't know. And Mackenzie Dern did a good job, Daniel. She got the W, which I think she deserved. And, of course, Adelaide Bird almost ruined that. Yoder did well, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I had Dern winning. But the real story tonight thus far has been Alexander Hernandez and his destruction of Beneil Dariush. So we got another preview, of course. Come on, man. The skyscraper, Stefan Struve, holds a victory over UFC heavyweight champ Stipe Miocic. So then you see Stipe go on this historic run and Struve up and down, right? Like I said, coming off a loss against Alexander Volkov. But the guy has got some really dangerous weapons. His length is just unprecedented. So, and Struve will have a 7-inch reach. So we're talking about, a prime Andrei Arlovski was a very, very dangerous guy with one of the deadliest right hands the heavyweight division has ever seen. There is no questioning, showing highlights over Travis Brown, Tim Sylvia. I mean, he's put down some big dudes and some tough guys. He's a Bigfoot. Like, he's been there. He's been there, done that. Andrei Arlovski. But the thing is, once the chin goes, it's gone. And you can do strength and conditioning exercises for the neck. You can parry punches better. But once your chin's eroded, there's no getting that back. And I just can't put any stock in his chin. I just can't do that. And at this division, one punch changes or alters the outcome of any fight. So Stefan Struve, 7 feet tall, tallest fighter in UFC history. And when you look at his skills, he's got great ground and pound, like Jimmy Smith said. And I like the bottom game when he gets in the jiu-jitsu, those long legs, sets up triangles and all kinds of crazy stuff. But I'd like to see him stay off his back in this fight, if possible. The skyscraper, Stefan Struve. I think there was a lot of promise there for him at one time. And now he's got to try to live up to that potential again. Andre, they're showing highlights of this guy just beasting out. But these are older highlights. Struve. Big uppercuts. That's another shot he's got that I really like. The uppercut for Stefan Struve is an extremely dangerous weapon. All right, walkouts are underway. Andrei Arlovski coming out to some Johnny Cash. I just got to grab a glass of water. So the point that Joe Rogan's making is a good one, that Andrei Arlovski still wants to do this. I mean, he hasn't quit. He's coming off a win. So it's just a matter of what's left in the tank, right? The power is Joe just said exactly what was coming out my mouth. The power is the last thing to go. So we look at him being a former UFC heavyweight champion, second most wins in UFC heavyweight history with 15, second most finishes in UFC heavyweight history with 11. So I think for Arlovski, it really comes down to not eating any big bombs and then, of course, landing some himself. We've seen both of these guys get finished. Andrei Arlovski brings a wealth of experience to the octagon. It really is going to come down to what's left in the tank. And I think right now, Andrei Arlovski looks pretty confident and pretty happy. And here he comes, the skyscraper, Stefan Struve, 7 feet tall. 008, thanks, man. Glad to have you. So 20 UFC fights for Struve. Lost the fight to Volkov, but it was in round 3 and a fight of the night performance. Stefan Struve is the younger fighter, as Daniel Cormier talked about. We talked about earlier, a win over Stipe Miocic. When you have a victory over the current UFC heavyweight champ, that has to be a confidence booster, right? This is the guy, I think, that just needs to put it together. He needs to use the tangible weapons that he has, which makes him dangerous, to his advantage in this fight. Whether that be the jiu-jitsu, whether it be off his back, whether it be some big shots, the rear uppercut, second most wins in UFC history, heavyweight history at 12, fourth most finishes in UFC heavyweight history at 10, tallest fighter and longest range in UFC history, 7 feet with an 84.5 inch reach. Although I believe John Jones is pretty close at light heavyweight. Can you believe that? So, another good point that Rogan made is the age gap here. Struve is just 30. Andrei Arlovski, I believe, is 39. Yes, 39 years old. And as we said earlier, Struve will have a definitive reach advantage. 84.5 inches to 77 inches. 6'11 and a half, so just under 7 feet. Andrei Arlovski, 6'3". Struve comes in at 266, so he has a significant weight, height, and reach advantage. But it doesn't always translate into being an advantage, right? Especially when you have a right hand like Andrei Arlovski, who looks really confident and looks like he's in great shape. 26 wins, 15 losses, 1 no contest. I don't know, man. Andrei Arlovski looks energized. Former UFC heavyweight champion of the world, the Pitbull. Is he rocking the classic fangs? Nope, he doesn't got him in. That means he's not going to win. He's going to lose the fight just because he doesn't have the fangs. Struve, a Muay Thai kickboxer, 32 wins, 9 losses. They don't give him quite 7 feet, but very close. 266, a big boy to say the least. The dude has some massive birthmarks on his back. I can only imagine, like the size of dinner plates. The skyscraper. I don't know. Is the skyscraper going to fall? Herb Dean, you're official. It's better than Mario Yamasaki, but it's not quite Big John McCarthy. I don't know. We're almost underway. Here we go. They touch him up. Don't blink, folks. It is the heavyweight division, and both of these boys can bang. So some distancing will need to take place for Andrei Arlovski, who is probably going to touch the body and then go upstairs with the right hand. That's what I envision in terms of him closing the gap. It's going to be really difficult. So a left jab to the body with a right overhand might get him inside. He is, like Joe said, towering over Arlovski. Struve with a high kick. Andrei Arlovski blocks it. So the feeling out process, jab by Arlovski. So that was a big, big low kick for Andrei Arlovski that landed. I apologize for the pause. I had to hear what the commentary team was saying because I didn't see. Struve throw a jab, but Andrei Arlovski landed a big low kick. Struve with a nice kick to the body. So now the low kick might be the weapon of choice for Arlovski, who goes back to the inside. I envision Arlovski probably chopping the legs down and then going upstairs with a big shot. I think that's the game plan. So Struve's got to start to use this reach, man. Pump the jab. Let's go, buddy. Arlovski fires inside, lands some punches, and like I said, he went to the body, and then you're going to see the overhand right come shortly. Struve with a big leg kick. No punches behind it. Arlovski looks pretty comfortable here. I don't know. Nice inside low kick. So lots of leg kicks here for Arlovski, who goes to the body and upstairs. There it was, the jab to the body, and then he went upstairs with the right hand. So that is definitely the weapon of choice for Arlovski, who now has double underhooks on Struve, who has an overhook, and he's taken down. Wow. Andrei Arlovski is convincingly winning this fight. So Struve is on bottom and in half guard. Orlovsky's going to try to hip out, create some space, and get to guard. And probably look for a submission off of his back. I got to freeze on my stream. Sorry. Come on, pick it back up. Fight's probably going to be done. It's going to come back and it'll be over. Come on, baby, work. Anyone in the chat, tell me what's going on, because I can't see right now. Oh, come on, don't do this. I'm frozen, folks. If there's any update on this fight, please give it to me. Service unavailable. I just completely lost it. I'm done, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. This absolutely stinks. This thing just crashed. This is my go-to. Fuck. I'm done, folks. I don't know what's happening. They took our stream down. The Kobe's Corner Fight Buddies is over. Oh no, I got it. It's coming back. We're back on. We're coming back, baby. We're back. I got it. All right. Struve is back to his feet. Orlovsky with double underhooks again. He just doesn't use his length to his advantage. It's really weird. I don't understand it. Orlovsky, or Struve, utilizing some wrist control. 30 seconds left. So Herb Dean calling for the big men to work. So there's Orlovsky outlanding Stefan Struve for sure, and then with the takedown, I didn't see them get back to their feet, but I like the way Andrei Arlovsky has come out. He has looked good this fight. Stefan Struve has a lot of work to do, and he's taken down again. I gotta text my buddy. He called me, said Kobe. I'm texting my buddy. I told him to take Orlovsky. So we're playing some replays here. You see the low kick. Nice inside leg kick, big calf kick. The outside low calf kick early paid big dividends later in the fight. Nice trip from Andrei Arlovsky. Steps over. I didn't see Stefan Struve get to his feet. Please subscribe to my regular channel, guys. Link in the description section below. That would be really, really important, and it would mean a lot to me if you could do that. So the Pitbull looks really good after round one. Saturday, March 17th, Fabricio Verdum will return to the octagon, taking on Alexander Volkov, the man that just defeated Stefan Struve, who is subsequently and ironically fighting right now. Round two underway. Stefan Struve has got some work to do. Joe Rogan's right. What is going to be different in this round, and what adjustments will be made from Struve from round to round? What did his corner tell him? What difference is it going to make? So they talked about 3 takedowns in his previous 24 UFC fights, and he was all over the takedown in round one. Struve with a high kick. Struve has to let his hands go. And I'm telling you right now, that overhand shot for Arlovsky is a really, really big punch, and it could be the money shot in this fight. Goes back to the inside leg kick. Struve just does not look comfortable. He looks really stiff. I'm frozen again. Bush League. If anything significant happens, drop it in the chat and let me know while I try to get this back up and running. Come on, baby. Give daddy some power. Brutal. All right, let's try another link. Nope. Come on, man. If anything happens, please let me know in the chat. If someone goes to sleep, if something significant goes down, please let me know. Oh, this is awful. All right, I'm going to reset the link. Fingers crossed. Nothing. Oh, wait. Nope. All right, I'm done. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I apologize. I don't got the 60, 70 bones to pay for this shit right now. I can't get anything to work. This usually never happens. Oh, wait. Wait. Nope. Nope. Okay, listen. If you haven't subscribed, please go check out my channel. Great breakdowns, great interviews. I just had Cody Stamen on. Fantastic stuff. He was a great guest. I got Brandon Davis coming back on. Sam Alvey. I'm going to do a big breakdown for Khabib Nurmagomedov, Tony Ferguson. That's going to be up next week. Look in the description section for my regular channel. I'll have my live stream back there in August. Or sorry, pardon me, April. And then I'll be able to rock. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. We might be able to rock and roll here. Yep. We're back. We're back. The MMA gods have been good. Boom. We're back. We're back. So I see similar things going on here. Stefan Struve not doing anything. So 1 minute left, and Andrei Arlovski has double underhooks. So he can hit a takedown here probably pretty easily given the height. Oh, Herb Dean's going to split him up. So we will get some action to close the second round. 45 ticks remain. Stefan Struve needs to get to work. He needs to let his hands go. Absolutely nothing. Justice, what's up, girl? Welcome. So there was an eye poke. Don't know exactly what's going to happen. Justice, I cannot wait to get my regular stream back on my channel. I would have like thousands of people. You have no idea how grateful I am that there's even 9 of you here. I am so grateful that I'm going to light a smoke. All right. So he's... Herb Dean is giving a hard warning. I don't know what that is. Like, if you're going to take a point, just take a point. So a soft warning and a hard warning. And Stefan Struve has absolutely nothing for Andrei Arlovski. Under 30 seconds left. And this could change the fight. It really could. Stefan Struve opening up with some kicks. But Andrei Arlovski's fight thus far. 15 ticks left. Arlovski pushing forward. Struve missing with the low kick. And that's going to do it for round 2. So he attempted a step over kick, but he missed. And he couldn't pull the trigger. So it's like Stefan Struve doesn't really know what to do with himself. Listen, I'm telling you right now, you're right, Justice, a lot can happen in 30 seconds, 100%, especially at heavyweight. Stefan Struve can still win this fight, but thus far, he has shown us nothing. Andre, 1-1. Did I miss something? Is this fight, is it 1 round apiece? Because I lost my visuals for quite some time. So they're calling for Arlovski to go back to the calf kick, which I find interesting because that was a significant strike in round 1 that looked to be very damaging to Stefan Struve. He did not like it. So watch for Arlovski to go back there. Round 3 coming up right away. 3rd and final round. So we heard the calf kick. Or Arlovski's corner calling for it. So they're saying 1 round apiece. So I was wrong. I apologize. I missed part of round 2. Stefan Struve with a nice leg kick. So Struve obviously finding Arlovski backing him up. Really fire. Struve has to get off the center line when Arlovski blitzes or find a counter. Maybe it's the rear right uppercut. And Daniel Cormier just said exactly what I did. He's got to cut an angle and avoid the blitz. Arlovski looking for the overhand. And you know that that punch is coming if you're Stefan Struve, who lands a nice push kick to the body. Ooh, big shot by Struve. Nice right hand. So maybe Stefan Struve now gaining some confidence. So, I disagree. Daniel Cormier said if he didn't... Oh. We had a hard warning for the fingers. Now Herb Dean gives him another warning. So we're seeing a little more head movement, some bobbing and weaving by Struve. He's going to look to avoid that big right hand. That's the weapon of choice for Arlovski. If he goes to the calf kick, some low kicks by Stefan Struve. If he continues to throw those kicks with no setup, though, Arlovski's going to hammer him with an overhand. It's only a matter of time. So under 4 minutes remain. Struve partially lands the body kick. Lands a check knee to the body. So Struve looks much better in this round. Looking more comfortable. Misses with 2 straight punches. Pretty inaccurate. But I think he should let his hands go in this round. I really do. Arlovski goes to the body, back upstairs. Can't really make anything happen. I think he just complained to the ref again about the eye. So 3 minutes left. That calf kick. There we go. That's the significant strike that Arlovski landed in round 1. He went back there. Yeah, Joe Rogan just said there's something in the air with the judging, so we don't want to go there. We hope there's a finish in this fight. There's 2 split decisions tonight that should have never taken place. So back to the clinch. Arlovski with double underhooks. And this is tough for Struve because he's a taller fighter. Now he's pummeling under with his right arm. And he's going to get the body lock. He'll probably look to turn Arlovski around on the fence here. Herb Dean calling for them to work. No, I think here... Oh, Arlovski misses the takedown. I was going to say, let's call for the break. Now, Stefan Struve is calling for a break for an eye poke. Fighters just call in timeouts whenever they feel like it. This is bizarre. Okay, we're going to the replay. So, Arlovski almost takes Struve's back. Absolutely nothing. There was a little flick with his hand, but nothing significant. And again, Struve calls his own timeout. I don't know what's happening here. Herb Dean giving Struve some time to recover. So he doesn't want the ringside physician to come in, but he says he can't start right away. So that's really risky if you're Stefan Struve. That's a good way to get the doctor to come into the ring and stop the fight. Now that's what's happening. This is ridiculous. So I don't know, man. If this fight gets stopped, but if you're Stefan Struve, which I am not, I don't know how bad he was clipped. I shouldn't come down too hard on the guy. So we're going to watch the replay once again. Yeah, so Arlovski definitely reached out and pawed. There was an eye poke. I don't know how significant it was. If you can't see, you can't see. So, all right, we're back. Now, does this help Arlovski? 2 minutes and 13 seconds left. Not a very exciting main card. I apologize for those that are here. I'm doing my best. These fights haven't been the greatest. Oh, Struve with a beautiful combination. All right, Struve opening up. Really nice three-strike combination, finishing with 2 kicks. Kick to the body for Stefan Struve. Arlovski blitzes forward. And Struve just backs up. I don't know. He can't return fire with any punches. Oh, big overhand by Andre. Yes, Justice, eye pokes do suck. Huge overhand by Andre Arlovski, but Struve still on his feet. $1:30 left in the third and final round. Big low kick by Struve. I think Stefan Struve has got to get working here. I really do. It was a heavy leg kick. Another kick by Stefan Struve. $1:20 left. Arlovski misses the overhand. Double underhooks. Struve is able to stay on his feet and stop the takedown, but Arlovski still has double underhooks and can likely hit a takedown from here still. Struve working off the overhook, off the whizzer. Oh, big takedown. Big takedown for Andre Arlovski. Great timing, great read. And Andre Arlovski hits an opportunistic takedown with less than 1 minute left in the third and final round. Stefan Struve has to get up. Has to get up. See if my buddy texts me back. No, he's probably angry. So Stefan Struve complaining that Andre Arlovski is hitting his spine. A lot of complaining going on in this fight. So Struve gives up his back, but is able to get to his feet and is able to break free. 20 seconds left. He's got to let him go. Struve with space, throwing some bombs, bangs a big uppercut. Struve tossing. Andre Arlovski clinching and stops the attack. Andre Arlovski just thwarted the attack of Stefan Struve by getting to the clinch and looks for another trip. Struve misses with the kick, and that's going to do it. Not a very good fight. Not in my opinion. Brutal fight. Really not very exciting. I tend to not get on the fighters too much because I know how hard this is, but just wasn't very exciting. Let's hope Sugar Sean can deliver in the next bout. So the low calf kick has been a significant strike in this fight. And we've seen that more and more in MMA. More guys and gals are using it, and it really works. Showcasing some great timing and replaying the takedowns of Arlovski. So both of they will hug it up and mutual respect. So John Anik alludes to the both having 45 UFC fights between them. And like I said earlier, and John Anik just said, he's got all this length, but he doesn't use it. I'm trying, Justice. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. It's just Stefan Struve he's just doesn't fit in his body. But he's 7 feet tall, so how difficult is it when you're literally a giant? There have been some odd decisions tonight, or at least, pardon me, split decisions, so I wouldn't be too shocked if, again, we're in that position. Arlovski, UD. And now Stefan Struve picks him up. Like, why didn't you do that during the fight? You should have picked him up and slammed him then. Yes, Justice, 7 feet. So Joe Rogan talking about Arlovski adding new things to his game. More takedowns tonight than in his entire UFC career combined. He looked good tonight. I'm not going to lie. You can teach old dog new tricks. That's the truth. Andrei Arlovski proved that to be true tonight. So Mike Brown stating that Andrei Arlovski, coachable, who has moved, I believe, to American Top Team. Second most wins in UFC heavyweight history with 16. 2 straight wins for the Pitbull, Andrei Arlovski. Hey, good for him, man. Arlovski, you know, he's had a tough go of it. His chin is always a question mark, but here it works for him. So the bantamweight fight is next. Let's hope that we get some excitement. Andrei Sukumtov takes on Sean O'Malley. Sugar Sean. We have 2 lengthy guys, 2 dangerous strikers in the bantamweight division. This should prove to be exciting. "2017, the year of the Sugar Show." I don't know. The Contender Series stuff was a little better than the UFC debut, I think. But Sukumtov is a dangerous guy. They told us a great story that he came to America with $2,500, his wife, and a car. That's it. And the guy's now fighting in the UFC. So I think you have to respect that. Sugar Shane likes to get blunted out. Sukumtov defeated Luke Sanders in September. Really dominant victory. I am not that familiar with Sukumtov's game, if I'm being all that honest. But I'm extremely interested to watch what he has in his back pocket tonight against the Sugar Show. So he beat Terrion Ware by decision. Sean O'Malley's really young, so you can't expect too much from him right out of the gate. There's so much pressure on these young fighters' shoulders that have all of this hype, and O'Malley's one of those guys. Don't forget to subscribe my regular channel, link in the description section below. So Andrei Sukumtov moved to Florida 4 years ago with $2 grand in his pocket, a kid with the dream, and it's paid off. That's the story. Like Daniel Cormier said, took a chance on himself. So he's 1-2 in the UFC. He defeated Luke Saunders. He KO, TKO, round 2. Great performance. I believe it was short notice. But really, for him, it's about this opportunity. Because Sean O'Malley has so much hype behind him, he has an opportunity here to fight and get his name all over the place. Finished 11 of 12 wins, 4 knockdowns in his last 2 fights. Last defeated, like I said, Luke Saunders by TKO in round 2. So, like Joe Rogan said, it's all about opportunity for Sukumtov. Losing two splits and then finishing. This is going to be exciting. Let's hope things get picked up on this card. What we know is Ortega and Frankie Edgar is coming up next. So Joe Rogan says Sukumtov has a lust for the competition. So he has a huge opportunity here. Not only coming to the UFC, living in his car and all these things, but now to fight O'Malley. Yeah, welcome to the Sugar Show. It is upon us. 23 years old, full of life, full of potentials. Just really, really, really big opportunity for both men. And you look at the pressure for that Sean O'Malley has seen, like Joe Rogan said, he's handled it very well. Sean O'Malley seems to embrace the moment. He seems to really embrace just being in the spotlight. Now, like Joe said, things are coming out of his mouth that I want to come out of mine. So that's why I'm quoting him. As the competition gets stiffer, we find out what he's really made of. So this will be a good test. And I don't think we're on the main card because of Andrei Sukumtov. We're on the main card because of Sean O'Malley. But Sukumtov will catapult his star up the ladder if he wins this fight. Sean O'Malley undefeated. 141 significant strikes landed in UFC debut. So now he has to live up to the expectations. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, my brother. So is Sean O'Malley ready for the main card? Is he ready for the spotlight? Is he ready to shine under the brightest lights? We are going to find out. He's not quite where Ortega is, that's for sure. He's raising his arms inside the octagon. Tail of the tape coming right up. This is going to be an exciting fight. I guarantee you that. Both fighters very young in age. So O'Malley with a 2-inch reach advantage. So the bantamweight division has two young up-and-comers here. Great strikers. Maybe we'll get to see some more of their games in this fight. Andrei Sukumtov's 12-5. Two of those losses coming via split decision in the UFC. He's coming in as the betting underdog. Fighting out of Lake Worth, Florida. The Asian sensation, Andrei Sukumtov. Justice, you rock, girl. Thank you for your Patreon pledge. You're the best. Can't wait to have my regular channel back. Sean O'Malley, undefeated. No blemishes on that record. 9-0. 5-9. Fighting out of Glendale, Arizona. Coming in as the betting favorite. Sugar Sean O'Malley, ladies and gentlemen. Will it be the Sugar Show or will Sukumtov spoil the party? Mark Smith is your official for the evening, or for this bout, I should say. Ariana Celeste, you can inbox me anytime. All right, let's get ready, baby. Don't blink. Don't blink. O'Malley really uses his length well. It's one of the things I like about his game. Switches stances, elusive, a lot of different looks. Sukumtov, both guys in the orthodox stance right now. We may see some stance switching. So O'Malley moving to southpaw. He wants to be a star. He's almost like a Conor McGregor type aura, but he has to win. But he has to win the fights, the big ones. So Sukumtov using some distancing. Nothing happening yet. Both guys feeling each other out. You're beautiful, Justice. I'm going to take you out for coffee soon. So O'Malley lands a beautiful leg kick, and that hurts Sukumtov. One leg kick. He's hurt. Sean O'Malley smells blood in the water. He's having a really hard time walking. O'Malley misses with the spin kick. We will see if Sukumtov can recover, but that kick looked like it really hurt Andre. Maybe has recovered, I don't know, but he's going to be worried about those kicks, and that's when O'Malley's going to let go of those hands. It would be unfortunate for Sukumtov if the fight ends because of this, but it's a nice kick landed for O'Malley, and And they count. These leg kicks are nasty. Ooh, Sukumtov with the straight right hand. Nice, tight, technical, straight right hand, turned over. Beautiful shot. So O'Malley looking super loose. You'd have to think he goes back to that low kick. And Sukumtov almost fell over with his back against the fence. That leg, in my opinion, is hurt. Sean O'Malley might have his star might rise if that leg is as battered as I think it might be. Nice low kick by Sukumtov. O'Malley fires a right hand. Spinning kick by O'Malley misses. Nice jab. O'Malley switching stances, giving with different looks. Really confident guy and really confident young fighter for that matter. Sukumtov has got to start attacking and throwing some volume here. He's letting O'Malley set up too much. He's getting all kinds of reads. Oh! The second outside kick that has really hurt Sukumtov and dropped him. Those legs are battered. If I'm Sukumtov, I'm going to let him rip. He's got to start to be more active and find some action in the pocket and start to throw some strikes. If he sits on the outside, he's going to continue to eat these kicks. Nice body kick by O'Malley. Sukumtov has his kick checked. He blocks the kick by O'Malley. But really, it's been volume for O'Malley, whose legs are just nasty. Man, I would not want to get low kicked by this guy. Yeah. We're not seeing a lot from Sukumtov. O'Malley, he ate a huge kick. Sukumtov just ate a huge kick. He stepped into a shin. This is not good for Andre. O'Malley lands a beautiful right hand, steps off the center line. He's really quick and elusive, very diverse striker. O'Malley has a lot of tools. Like it's not all hype, that's for sure. The betting favorite for a reason. The underdog, as they said with the commentary for part of the week, I'm surprised. So we have not seen Sukumtov switch stances despite his lead leg being ripped apart, and O'Malley just landed another one. He's stalking Sukumtov, finding his rhythm, walking him down, lands a nice body kick. It's only a matter of time before the punches start coming. Sukumtov needs to start firing. Under 1 minute left. Sugar Sean drops him. Spin kick upstairs. Another right hand. Sukumtov walking on the fence. O'Malley with the high kick. He smells blood in the water. Sukumtov is about to go down. Looks at the clock. Eats a big punch. Under 30 seconds left. The Sugar Show, folks, is underway. O'Malley in the southpaw stance. Straight left hand. And Sukumtov walking away. He's trying to recover. He's trying to make it to the clock. Beautiful straight left to the body by Sean O'Malley, who goes upstairs with a straight punch. Overhand right. High kick by O'Malley. Lands a big bomb. Unbelievable action. Big knee from the clinch. And it looks like Sukumtov is going to make the bell. What an end to round one, folks. Sukumtov does not know where his corner is. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. What a round, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we are back, and I don't know how long this fight's... I don't know how long Sukumtov's going to last here. O'Malley knows that a victory is almost upon him, but Sukumtov coming out, and he's firing. Oh, he hits Sean O'Malley. Sukumtov firing some bombs. You got to go out on your shield if you're Sukumtov at this point. O'Malley lands a right hand. Under 5 minutes, pardon me. I'm so excited. This fight is so awesome. About 4:30 left in round 2, and Sukumtov's still in this fight. He has found a second win. He's a really, really tough guy, but he's getting picked apart on the outside, and he has to get in the pocket and fire some straight bombs. O'Malley in the southpaw stance misses with the left hand. Sukumtov still in the fight. But you have a young kid here who is elusive, crafty, spectacular. And he is performing like a seasoned veteran in the octagon tonight. Sukumtov still in the game. Super tough guy. I'm impressed, man. Overhand right by Sean O'Malley doesn't land. But I think he's finding his way inside. He's doing a really good job reading Sukumtov. He's showing a lot of different things. And I think Sukumtov is going to have a hard time finding a home for punches because O'Malley is not there. So O'Malley splits the guard and lands a beautiful straight. Good fight thus far. So Sukumtov goes for the takedown and he hits it. Sukumtov now in top position, and we get to see the guard game of Sean O'Malley and the top game of Andrei Sukumtov. Oh, we might get a triangle. So it's really, really close. Sukumtov has to clear the arm. Nope, he's going to switch off now. He's going back to the triangle. So Sukumtov has to find a way to sit up here and get out of this position. He needs to slide his arm through. So very much still in danger. I don't know, Sukumtov not looking like he's trying to escape. He's circling into the triangle. This is not good if you're Andrei Sukumtov. Sean O'Malley landing some elbows from bottom position. It looks like he's lost. It looks like he doesn't know how to defend this submission. He circled into the triangle. He actually gave O'Malley an angle, which is what he wanted to finish the triangle. Now he switches to the armbar. So now does Sukumtov stack or does... And he's out. He's out. And he's in side control. Andrei Sukumtov is now in a dominant position and Sean O'Malley is on his back in side control. Unbelievable. Knee to the body by Sukumtov. $150 left in round 2. And it looks like Sukumtov has some nice side control with good pressure from top position here. He's flattening O'Malley out, who is now moved to half guard. But O'Malley is against the fence. And here, Sukumtov can do some damage. Half guard is a great and safe position for a fighter to do damage. So O'Malley uses his feet to push off on the hips of Sukumtov to try and stand up, but he is unable to. So Sukumtov is trying to clear the legs. Sean O'Malley with some in butterfly guard. So does Sukumtov get past the guard? Nope. And I think O'Malley is comfortable staying with these in the butterfly guard. Sukumtov is passed again. Oh no! Wow. Sean O'Malley, he's in a standing. Oh, okay, Sean O'Malley. Oh, that's a kick to down opponent. That's illegal. Okay, it wasn't. He hit the arms. I'm sorry. Sean O'Malley hit the arms. It almost clipped Sukumtov in the face. It looked like it was an illegal kick. I apologize. O'Malley spins and gets past Sukumtov and into side control. Now O'Malley's on top. So a complete position reversal off a great scramble and transition from Sean O'Malley, who threatened with the guillotine from top position. So now he's being mounted and O'Malley going for the rear naked. Really slid under the neck fast and he makes the round. Unbelievable. That submission attempt by Sean O'Malley was fantastic. Lightning fast. Lightning fast. So we got to give Sukumtov some credit in this fight. He ate some nasty low kicks early. It looked like he was going to be out of the fight completely. And here we are going into round 3. Really exciting stuff. O'Malley looks super comfortable in the corner. Thank you for subscribing, Mike Kelly. So they're telling O'Malley to bounce around, take their time, just stay on the outside. O'Malley's smiling, looks calm, loose, elusive, relaxed. The Celtics blew it. Could have taken 2 from Houston. Shout out Matthew Wiley, shout out Daniel Miranda, Injustice. I can't believe Sukumtov is still in this fight, man. Unbelievable. Imagine if he wins. Imagine if he pulls this off. I can't believe O'Malley was the betting underdog. So Sukumtov closing space quick. Really fast. He's going to let him rip. He has no other option. Oh, eats a big punch. So now Sukumtov with an underhook. O'Malley with the whizzer. And we're seeing Sukumtov with some wrist control, and he's going to look for a takedown here, and he might take the back. So Sukumtov felt he was the stronger wrestler, and here looks like he is controlling the position quite well, and he has an opportunity to potentially take the back of O'Malley. Switches to the single. Okay, he switches to the single. O'Malley breaks free, and they are in space. 4:15 left. O'Malley misses with the right hand. Great fight thus far. Sukumtov closing space, looking to stalk the prey, which is Sean O'Malley, and has to start to unload some punches. Joe Rogan made a great point that O'Malley's weapons are versatile because he can fight out of ortho or out of southpaw. So O'Malley landing some straight punches. Come on, baby. Let's go, Sukumtov. Make this last round exciting. Let's do this. What's up, Shemsky? So Sukumtov is slowing down considerably. Looking at the clock, he's got to push. Eats a push kick from Sean O'Malley. He's got to throttle forward now. Blocks the high kick. O'Malley with a straight punch. Sukumtov 3. O'Malley hurt his foot. Oh, big calf kick. O'Malley's hurt. O'Malley's hurt. Why is he going... Hey, Sukumtov hits the takedown. I keep the fight on the feet if I'm Sukumtov, but he is in top position. O'Malley injured himself, and Sukumtov may look to pass guard here. He's on top, and he has lots of time to work. Just under 3 minutes remain. I bring this fight to the feet if I'm Sukumtov. Why? After you've seen the threat of the rear naked in round 2, I keep this fight standing. Now Sean O'Malley is back to butterfly guard. Surprised to see Andrei Sukumtov take this fight to the ground. So now he's working some ground and pound. Nice stuff from top position for Sukumtov. He switches positions, and now he has passed. He has passed O'Malley's guard, and he is inside control. O'Malley looking to hip out, get back to guard. But Sukumtov remains in side control. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left in this fight. Nice switch from Sukumtov as he looks to almost move him out. Big elbow. O'Malley's got to try to get up here. And now the neck being threatened by Sukumtov. He might take the back of Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley is controlling the wrist. Sukumtov might try to look for some hooks. And O'Malley is out. Big body shot for Sukumtov. 145. Sean O'Malley is on 1 feet. He's literally fighting on 1 feet, folks. Sukumtov with another takedown, and he's in top position. Why do you not keep this fight on the feet if you're Sukumtov? This fight might be stopped. There's a 1:30 left in the third round. Sean O'Malley is literally fighting on one leg. I shit you not. Sukumtov is now in full side control. Sean O'Malley says to the ref, I don't tap. And he gets back to guard. If I'm Sukumtov, I stand this fight up. I don't understand. I don't understand this. So now they're back up. O'Malley is back on his feet. Spinning elbow. Oh my God, he lands a spinning elbow on 1 foot. And he's got him in a crucifix. Oh, Sukumtov turns around. Wow. Wow. Back off and get up, Sukumtov. 50 seconds left. I don't understand it. Sukumtov's corner calling for Sukumtov to stand up, and he is not listening to his corner. If he lets Sean O'Malley stand up, he's going to win the fight. What is going on here? Sukumtov with an underhook. He's looking to he might be threatening with a guillotine here. He might be setting up a choke around the neck. 25 seconds left. Stand up. Stand the fight up, Sukumtov. We might have where Sukumtov is attempting a guillotine, but he's now some punches landing for Sukumtov. 10 seconds left. Sukumtov with some knees. Unbelievable. And at the end of the day, if Sean O'Malley wins this fight, Sukumtov will only have himself to blame for not forcing the stand-up. Let's hope Sean O'Malley isn't hurt too badly. Very young in his career. Could be a broken foot, sprained ankle. I don't know what it is, but he is wincing in pain. It could be a broken leg. What a fight! What a fight. Okay, Sean O'Malley is in significant and serious pain. He is really, really hurt. I believe his calf bone is broken. Or a broken foot, one or the other. So Joe Rogan seems to believe it came off a blocked high kick, which is entirely possible. Sean O'Malley on his back, wincing in pain. Let's hope this young man is okay. We're going to look at a replay here and maybe get a look at what happened. So there it is. It was a high kick by Sean O'Malley. It was blocked by Sukumtov, but with the forearm and the shin smashing together, colliding. It's broken. Bang, it's over. You can almost see it break. Sean O'Malley literally could not put pressure on the foot after that kick landed. That kick was blocked, pardon me. So now the medical team attending to Sean O'Malley. Irish Tough. Thank you, Matthew Wiley, for being here. Thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it. I tried to make it as entertaining as possible. I know it sucks we don't have video or can't show it, but I'm doing my best. Please subscribe to the channel in the description section below. Not this one. This is just a dummy channel while I wait to get my live stream back on my real channel with all my interviews, breakdowns, analysis, all that stuff. I don't know who won this fight. I don't know. Sean O'Malley's raising his arms off his back. Sugar Sean O'Malley wins the fight on his back. And Andrei Sukumtov only has himself to blame for not standing the fight up. That is going to haunt him. Joe Rogan is interviewing O'Malley on his back right now. So Sean O'Malley stating that he's going to the after party and that it was a question mark kicked and nothing medicine can't fix. I don't get it. I don't get it. So Sean O'Malley showing a lot of respect to Andrei Sukumtov. Awesome post-fight speech. Awesome. Sean O'Malley on his back just really won over the world here. Fantastic stuff. I think you're probably going to see Sean O'Malley on the Joe Rogan podcast soon. Sugar Sean, baby. Sugar Sean. This guy, yeah, A Star Is Born. This guy was literally threw a spinning elbow off 1 foot. Off 1 foot. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But guess what, folks? Guess what? The best is yet to come. Iron Sword Man, Sean O'Malley won a decision, and Sukumtov probably threw the fight away. He probably literally tossed it away in round 3 as Sugar Sean O'Malley could not stand up, couldn't walk. He won with 1 leg, Mike Kelly says. He literally did win with 1 leg. That's not a joke. That is accurate. He literally happened. He did the post-fight speech from his back. I've never seen this in my life. Crazy. Mike, that little part there is getting clipped into its own video, and I'm going to send it to Sugar Sean. I need more water. This is awesome. This turned this card around. It was pretty much incredibly boring to me for the most part, at least in terms of the main card, but that turned it all around. I'm pumped now, baby. I'm energized. Luke Farrell, who's next? You want to know who's next? Frankie Edgar and Brian Ortega. That's who's next. The fight we've all been waiting for. The main event should be a run over, but Brian Ortega versus Frankie Edgar is a true potential passing of the torch. The pound for pound great, MMA's version of Rocky in the answer, Frankie Edgar taking on the young assassin, the quiet killer, the jiu-jitsu king, Brian T-City Ortega. If you are new to this channel, or if you're new to this stream, subscribe to the channel that's linked in the description section below. That is my regular channel. Let's go, Luke. Let's go, baby. I am so excited for this fight. So excited. Mike Kelly says, I got Ortega on that West Coast, baby. Luke says, what a matchup. Daniel says, it's nice to listen and imagine the fights. Then I go check out the highlights. Thanks, Kobe. That's crazy, Daniel, that you do that. And to be honest, when I was like skeptical, I was like, should I even bother doing this? Like, do people really like it? You know, I can't show the fights. And I thought of you, and I was like, I really hope that if I do the stream, Daniel's there, because I know how much he supports me. And lo and behold, you're here. So it was meant to be. All right, baby, let's do this. I just had to eat some organic honey for my throat because tomorrow I'm going to be voiceless. And there's Conor McGregor again. Haven't seen that guy since 19 Fish and Chips. So I hope they get this underway quick. So let's look at the stats. Sean O'Malley, 53 significant strikes to 31. Total strikes 69 to 36 in favor of Sean. Sukumtov was 4 of 6 on the takedown. Let's look at it per round. 1 of 1 in round 2 and 3 of 5 in round 4. I don't know. There might have been an argument that Sukumtov might have squeaked that out. But I digress. He threw it away in my opinion. All right, baby. T-City, Brian Ortega, Frankie Edgar. It's about to get underway. Number 2 versus number 3 for a fight versus the champion. That's what's probably waiting on the other side of this. Frankie Edgar said he wants it the hard way. He don't want an easy walk. He don't want the cakewalk to the title. He wanted to fight Brian Ortega. Like, from a business standpoint, that's not even a good decision. But that's the warrior that Frankie Edgar is. That's the soldier that he remains. That's the legend that Frankie Edgar has become. He goes out on his shield each time. The man's an absolute phenom. Relentless pressure, phenomenal top game, ground and pound, boxing, quickness, speed, takedowns. There's nothing that Frankie Edgar doesn't have in his toolbox. But the clock is ticking. And he last beat Yair Rodriguez, who was nowhere near ready for Frankie Edgar. So, we'll find out. We'll find out if the win was a little bit inflated because it was Yair, or he's still at the top. I'm not saying like, he's one of the best to ever do it. I just want to see truly where he's at against Ortega, because I don't know exactly what spot he's in after Yair, if that makes sense to you. Daniel says, I can't go to the bar every weekend. I don't go to the bar any weekend anymore. I'm retired. So then we look at Brian Ortega, who is arguably the best jiu-jitsu player in mixed martial arts right now. Luke Farrell, it's 4:55 here in Ireland as well. Luke, you are a soldier, hanging out on Kobe's Corner, keeping it real with the best in the game, watching the fights. Justice says midnight here. I know, yeah, that's where we're at. Wow, Luke, you're a real one. Luke's great. Luke's another phenomenal supporter of this show. I really appreciate you. It sucks really bad that I don't have my regular live stream. But that's my own fault. I showed the fights for 10 seconds because people were like, show the fights. So I'm like, whatever. And I turned the phone around. Somebody reported me in 10 seconds and my stream's gone. And on that channel, I'd probably have thousands of people here right now. So I'm super grateful that I have 22 watching. It's not a lot, but I have some soldiers here, some regulars, some big supporters of Kobe's Corner. If you're new, please subscribe to the link in the description section below. And Luke is a real one. He's going to be up probably till 6:30 a.m. All right, here we go. T-City, Brian Ortega is coming out. They're moving faster between fights now, which is nicer. So T-City looks primed and ready, rocking some cornrows. He's like one of the only white boy that can have cornrows and it actually looks good. He's actually got a really cool, he's got really cool braids. He's undefeated, and like we talked about, the jiu-jitsu it's second to none, man. We have not seen this kind of dominance on the ground since the start of MMA with Royce, which, if you think about it, he was using really beginner techniques against guys that didn't know grappling. So it's simple to armbar or triangle someone that doesn't understand the technique. Brian Ortega is submitting guys at the highest level who are legit black belts, who are legit guys on the ground. But this is a different monster in Frankie Edgar. This is a different kind of toughness. This is a different kind of former champion and all of the other accolades that Frankie Edgar brings to the octagon. Unbeaten. Second longest active UFC win streak. Finished 9 of 13 wins. He's 9-0. Sorry, 13-0. 7 submissions. Stamina MC. What up, baby? What up? Hey, man. I'm really appreciative that you're here. Thank you for watching my content. Thank you for commenting. I really appreciate you a great deal. We're going to get the other channel live stream back up in April, and then we'll be rocking. We'll have lots of people. It'll be bomb. Justice, I'm going to make you a moderator for my channel. I will do it now. Okay, you're modding. Justice, my new moderator. All right. Let's see if the relentless pressure of Frankie Edgar can do some damage when in top position if the fight goes to the ground with how good Ortega is off his back. These are the real question marks here, is what is that situation going to look like? No, Justice, it's my pleasure. You're a great supporter and friend. So what does this look like? I cannot wait to paint this picture with you all. This is going to be spectacular. The Sugar Show really got things rolling for us. I'm sure Twitter is going off right now about Sean O'Malley. I gotta give him some love too. I'm gonna put thank you, Sean O'Malley, for waking up the main card. Co-main event of the evening coming right up, folks. All right, it is almost time. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, the number 3 ranked featherweight contender in the world, Brian T-City Ortega. We got some Brian Ortega signs in the crowd. Fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record of 21 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw. Stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighed in at 146 pounds. Fighting out of Toms River, New Jersey. Presenting the former UFC lightweight champion of the world. And number 2 on the featherweight ladder. Let's not forget where Frankie Edgar is at. Can Frankie Edgar get one more crack at UFC Gold? We are about to find out. This is the fight that I've been waiting for. That John Anik just said it best. The wait is over. Here we go. T-City in the southpaw stance. Frankie Edgar in the orthodox stance. Right away, putting pressure on T-City starts with the low kick. So the big height and reach advantage for Ortega doesn't read on paper. I think they're both 68 inches in reach, but you see how much longer and how much bigger T-City is here. Wow, Ortega is a big featherweight. He could be a legit threat to Max Holloway, but he has a tough test here. Frankie Edgar is a lot smaller. So Edgar rolling with some straight punches, putting the pressure on T-City. Frankie's so good at closing that gap, using that boxing, crisp hands, speed. Frankie Edgar misses. We just seen T-City look for that rear uppercut, which might be a weapon of choice in this fight. Frankie misses a spinning back kick. It's going to be all about pressure for Frankie. I am firm on that. He's going to have to stay in Brian's face and continue to throw in volume and try to find a home for some bombs. T-City using the jab to tag Frankie. That's going to be a good weapon. Frankie explodes forward with the blitzing attack. T-City steps off the center line. Frankie with the inside leg kick. So yeah, Joe Rogan just talked about the leg kicks for Frankie Edgar, which will take away the movement of Ortega. I like that analysis, and I agree 100% because Ortega is so much longer and so much bigger. The low kicks will slow Ortega down. Frankie with the high kick. This is like David versus Goliath. Frankie is a lot smaller. Oh, big overhand right by Frankie. And Ortega content to box. Both guys in the orthodox stance. I think they're going to keep this fight on the feet for quite some time. until you see T-City snatch up a neck. Frankie lands a nice jab. Wow, great scrap so far. Oh, overhand right by Frankie. So, yeah, DC just said something I really liked. Ortega is super chill right now. He's relaxed. He don't look like a guy fighting for a potential world title. Mackenzie did win, Luke. And it will come down to whether or not Frankie Edgar can keep up this pace for the duration of this fight. Frankie getting inside, tries to tag Ortega upstairs. So Frankie uses a level change, threatens with the takedown, and then makes Ortega miss with the lead hook. So primarily a boxing match right now, and we haven't seen any takedowns attempted by either man. I think Frankie is probably winning the round right now, but still almost 2 minutes left. Ortega tried to utilize a kick. Frankie with the low kick. Now Ortega picks it up, goes to the high kick. Frankie Edgar moves forward, continuing to press with straight punches. Ortega pushing back now. Snaps the jab, but doesn't land. Frankie Edgar has done a good job avoiding that jab. Ortega with this jumping switch kick. Yeah, Joe just said it again, and what I said earlier, he's so much bigger. It's crazy. Edgar lands with a right hand over the top. Frankie Edgar lands a big shot. Beautiful combination. Real slick boxing by Frankie Edgar, getting off the center line, getting inside, and landing shots. And Frankie has the cardio to continue to do this. He catches the kick, and there's the neck. It's snatched up. Frankie's out. Beautiful submission defense there by Edgar, who's now working the straight punches. Yeah, John Anik is right. As soon as Ortega snatches up a neck or a limb or grabs something, you immediately assume that the fight can potentially end. And I think he needs to do that. I think Ortega needs to go to that. And I think he will. Frankie Edgar threatens with a takedown and he gets stuffed. Oh, Ortega lands a shot. Ortega lands a shot. Frankie's in trouble. Ortega with some big shots. He's rocked Frankie Edgar. They're in the clinch. Big uppercut. Frankie Edgar is down. The fight is stopped. Oh! T-City. Woo! What a shot. It's over. The first man to finish Frankie Edgar in the history of his time with the UFC. What an accomplishment. What a shot. Brian Ortega is the real deal, and he is here to stay. Max Holloway, you better watch the throne. Wow. I picked Ortega on like a fun pick. I didn't do a breakdown. Unbelievable stuff. Okay, we're going to go through the replay. So Edgar's, okay, it was an elbow first from Ortega. Frankie didn't pull the trigger on a right hand. And then you see Ortega just land a beautiful uppercut. He had one collar tie. He let it go, and he landed the uppercut. Yeah, Ortega landed a beautiful uppercut, fully loaded up. Fully loaded up. Fight was over. Frankie Edgar is a warrior. Nothing but respect for him. Brian Ortega is the real deal. Paging Max Holloway. And really, Ortega looked like somebody that was super chill, wasn't in a major fight like this, really relaxed. Max Holloway has legit comp coming his way. Man, but Frankie Edgar's half the size of this guy. Frankie looks bummed out, man. T-City. Man, I got to get that. I can't remember if I have my T-City breakdown uploaded to my... I have it on Facebook. I gotta upload that thing. First man to stop Frankie Edgar ever. Matthew Wiley says 135. He was tiny. Matt, he was so small. So, Brian Ortega making history, talking about the fear that makes him deadly. He's a superstar. He's a superstar. So he's calling for the crowd to thank Frankie and give him some big cheers. So it was an elbow that started it all off. Frankie didn't pull the trigger. He pretended to throw a right hand. He stopped, and then Ortega landed a left elbow. Yeah. So Frankie's rocked off the elbow, and then he just took his time. And Ortega had a collar tie. He let it go. Long uppercut. Bang. A couple hammer fists closed the show. A few stars were born tonight. Brian Ortega and Sugar Sean. Two stars, one super were born tonight at UFC 222. That's my opinion. Sean O'Malley, he really raised his stock with that performance. It was a lot of fun to watch, and he's a dangerous guy. And then you got Ortega here, who's not a star, but a superstar. He's going to be a big name and face in the UFC. All right, guys, I'm going to shut down the stream. That was the last fight I wanted to do. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel in the description section below that says subscribe to my main channel. That's where I'm doing all my good work, my breakdowns, all that stuff. So please subscribe there. If you stuck around tonight, thank you so much. Daniel, Justice, Luke, everybody that was here in the chat. Mike Kelly, Stamina MC. Who else did we have? Those were the main chatters. Thank you so much. Enjoy the main event. Yeah, it was something, Stamina. It was dope. It was bomb. T-City, baby. Thanks again, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the fights, and we will see you next time.